Hey everybody, welcome back. Gabriella Huffman here to help you study for your North Carolina real estate exam. This is the last video for chapter 2, so this is video 5 of 5, and we're going to talk about a trust. So a trust is a legal arrangement that is created by the trustor that allows the trustee to hold assets on behalf of one or more beneficiaries who will benefit from the assets in the trust at a later time. So why would a trust be created? Well, there are several reasons as to why. One is to be able to bypass probate. Probate is the process when someone passes that goes to court, reviewing the will. It can be very costly and time consuming, so this would be a good alternative to that. Plus, it can help you reduce your real estate taxes. The trustee is the fiduciary who controls the assets such as real property to the instructions of the trustor that are outlined in the trust agreement. As a real estate agent, make sure you're dealing with the trustee who has control of the assets versus the beneficiary who only benefit at a later time. So let's take a look at this question. When a property is placed in a trust, the person entity who can sign the documents to sell the property would be, you got it, the trustee. So let's add a little bit more. A couple placed their real estate into a trust. They now want to sell one of the properties. Who needs to sign the contract and the deed? Same answer, the trustees. So most of my students would stop me here and say, well, wait a minute, we've got a couple, so isn't it one to buy, two to sell? Typically, yes, but notice that this couple placed their real estate into a trust. So now we're going to default to the trust rules, which says the trustee is who we talk to. So make sure you review the trust documents to see who the named trustee or trustees are. If let's say this couple named John and Mary were co-trustees, then yes, they would both need to sign. But if one of them is a sole trustee, then only that one signs. If any other person is named or entity, then they would sign as the trustee. So make sure you read the trust documents. A trustee does not need a real estate license to dispose of real property. In your book, we'll talk about two different trustees. Chapter 2 talks about a trustee and a trust agreement. Chapter 4 will talk about a trustee in a foreclosure sale. I want to just give you a comparison here that both have the authority to handle real estate. The trustee in a trust agreement works for the trustor. The trustee in a foreclosure sale works for the bank. Neither of them need a real estate license to dispose of the real property. That concludes chapter 2. Look forward to talking to you in chapter 3.